Hello, everybody. Very kind of like an interesting topic gonna talk about today. Talking about balance, and there was a situations, there was a things that it goes on, and there was a questions about it. It is about how you maintain your balance. How do you maintain this balance from within you? How it's all with this. And I'm giving you today, I'm going to give you kind of like bolts, nuggets. You can understand, you can apply this within your life so you can be okay. Of doesn't matter what's going on within the 3D. It is about it is about you to get yourself in a much better positions by you maintaining the balance deep inside from within you. We're going to talk about giving you this understanding so that way you can apply the same principles for it on all areas of life. Today was a hectic day to me. Today was like everything is off balance. Even since last night, everything was off balance. Because guess what? I made an astrogravitational report for tomorrow. So I skipped the April 6th astrogravitational report. We just go in there. The reason is my computer. I'm looking at the date, and the date right now currently says it's April 7th because that's what it is right now in Spain. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's 1:18 a.m. But since we're still here 6th, and I put in 1 day forward, so that is it 2 days forward. It is what it is, right? But with that being said, in there, balance. Where the first the balance comes in, begins the distort balance first. We're gonna talk about it. The creations of distort balance that is in the 3D. That is what's going on in the world, what is going on within the situations, that what's going on within this. You have to be there, you have to go over there, you have to go at work, you have to do certain things, you have to, and so on and so on. A lot of the people they've been talking about, you are in the treadmill. The treadmill, you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you do your morning stuff, and you grab your cup of coffee, and here we go. You're going into the treadmill for the day, going work or going do some chores or going take care of kids or however. And that is kind of like disbalancing you from within your spiritual life. And especially when people come to you within the 3D situations that you have to also kind of like getting involved. Hi, Diamond B. Thank you for the messages today. I appreciate. I really needed it. At some point, support with energy, and it came in the right time. So, talking about you look at it within these energies, they are attracting you because they are disbalanced. They are disbalanced from within, and they need someone, an outside source, to balance them, while not understanding that the balance it has to come from within. Okay, the balance has to come from within. So here is you're trying to do the best as you can and so on, and you figure it out that the energy is not there. I mean, you're trying to get the things done, and guess what? The energy is not there. The energy is telling you this is you should not do this. But guess what? You're trying, you go around, you do this and do that, and at the end of the day, you're not doing achieving what you had supposed to achieve. Why? Because it wasn't meant to be. So when you look at it inside of you, you look at it inside and you're like, okay, I have to make the balance within me. That is it. When you get these nudges from within yourself, there's certain things you cannot do. Okay. So if there is a energies that comes in and they said like, come here, come there, come this, come that, and so on, they're pulling you from what you need to do. And you need to understand you have to go with, if you see the picture of that fisherman, it's holding the cage and it's holding this and it's kind of like on a one leg maintaining the balance. for it. That's how I was today, actually. That's how I was going around. The things that I needed to do, all of a sudden I had to go someplace else. Things that I was trying to achieve, that didn't achieve because of a false information. So I was going to different places with the false informations that I got, because don't trust the Google Maps. Once in a while, they're going to send you to a place that doesn't exist. But that is a Mercury retrograde, kind of like a flavor situations. But what are you going to do when you find things like this? You're like, okay, that tells me that I don't have to go that road. The moment you find out yourself that you don't have to go with that route, you're looking from within inside and you tell, you know what? This is not my thing. I have to see what my thing is. I have to focus from within me. That moment, that present moment of time, you're doing a lot of great things from within you. Healing Heart, Sonia, thank you for coming in. It's innovative. We are still having in the living in the 3D, and we have to be accountable for survival here. It is about not survival, thrival. Um, Kind of like a survival mode. If you take it out of your language, in there, you're going to delete the survival energies inside. You know, I have to maintain this, I have to maintain that. Because if you focus the energy on the survival, you're only going to have the energy for survival. You're not going to surpass that. But if you put the whole energy in thriving, which is fall forward mode, then your energy is actually in the right directions for falling forward. You actually moving ahead within this. Okay, well, this doesn't work. Great. That's mean I don't have to. I'm focused redirecting the energies to something that it's thriving, something that it's meaningful, something that it's helpful, something that helps growth, something that it does the things that it needs to be done from within. I'm not complaining about that. Yes, 3D is in survival mode. And when you're dealing with the 3D, you're gonna facing the survival mode. But you need to understand what the 3D, once you go up to a 5D and you maintain your balance inside, Sonia, you can go ahead to come back and you can create not survival actions in the 3D, but thriving actions in the 3D. Because the spirituality, it is the one that fixes situations with the personality into the 3D. Rich CF, thank you. Thank you for coming in here. Communication is the key to create balance. Exactly. Communications is the key. For example, a couple of people tried to call me today, and guess what? I cannot get the call. Just cannot get the call. I'm trying to texting somebody, doesn't go away, just not moving in there. And all of a sudden, guess what? I'm finding, because I'm operating with two different phones, I left the one phone at home. And guess what? I have no phone. I have nothing. What are you going to do without a phone? Well, you know where you have to go. You just go there. And that was it. It was the people who called me. There was the people. Well, guess what? I'll get there when I get there. And that's what happened. I maintained the balance within me, not like freaking out. Oh, nobody can call me. Nobody can get to me. You know, I'm like, it's meant to be. So might as well, you know. You don't have to be all the time with the phone. You don't have to be all the time in this thing that you kind of like you codependent with the phones. You guys pay attention that you're codependent on the phone? Yeah. See, that's what today was one of the big lessons for me, not to be codependent on that thing, because that thing gives me the wrong directions, wrong situations. Anyway, I had a blast. Anyway, I spent the time, quality time by the traveling. I was thinking on me and keep maintaining the balance. The balance is coming inside of you when you look at it, the distorted energies that you're working with, and you understand why the distort energies are around you. That could be the distort energies if you're doing paperwork, if you're doing situations. You guys know in the United States is a tax season, if you're doing taxes and so on in there. Also, if you're doing situations like Mr. Dio doing, trying to put things from three different countries into one, and you're trying to scratch yourself up like, what the heck, I'm facing this challenge, that challenge, I have to go with this, I gotta go with that, I gotta look at it for this paperwork, I gotta look for that paperwork, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, and it's like, oh my god, I don't know. We make your phone calls and so on and so on, but you're maintaining the balance, because the balance inside of you, it is the one that helps you to see through this distorted energies, through these energies that it's going off into your life, and your spirituality is maintaining the balance. When the spirituality maintains the balance, guess what? The balance goes down into the 3D, and you have the 3D balance as well. So, by looking at within the gravity, the way of thinking, the way of processing, the way of the situations are coming in from within you. You used to thinking about stress under pressure or those situations. And when you just stop for a second in there, it's like, okay, what is this pressure does to me? Nothing but agitates me. What is this energies that destroy does to me? Huh, they don't bring me peace. What am I supposed to do? Let me chill out for a second. Hmm. How can I be able to do all those tasks into the 3D that I need to do? And you begin with this task. I understand I don't have to do it. That task, I don't have to do it. That task is important. That task is so much important. This one, though, is huge, highlighted important. And now you're putting on that energies within yourself. You focus, and all of a sudden, the soul is giving you the light of how to organize them. So basically, all this mess that you have, and with another people and so on, all of a sudden the soul is just automatically put it in from within you. The soul is giving you the energy of the knowledge, how you to operate and proceed from that point. So in order you to maintain the internal balance within the soul. Now those energies are kind of like a beautiful picture. You kind of like a picture them then like a sticky notes that you have, and you got the paperwork of what things you should do. You take the sticky note, think, okay, it's done. You put your signature, is done. Take the next sticky note and put it in. And that's how the soul kind of like organizing everything. It maintains a balance. The question is you have to learn to overcome one important thing, the emotions of others. Because, for example, someone who is not really important in the situations could be done sometimes, some days, so on. Somebody's just telling you like, hey, I'm the most important person, I'm the most important thing, I'm not supposed to, and so on. And you're like, I'm sorry, but you're not. I have my own directions, I have my own stuff, I have my own order that I need to do. You coming here and trying to destroy my order, it doesn't work that way. And this is when you learn to say really no from within yourself, and that's how you understand they have problem. That's their problem, right? You have the rights to be engaged with the problem, but you have the rights to deny the problem. In that moment, you find your own power. But what you have from within your side, it is the new way that tells you and helps you to maintain the balances from within you. Because the balance brings the internal peace. And this is what is your actually value, the vault inside of you. It is not about the money. It's not about cars. It is not about emotions and so on and so on. No, the internal peace and the soul inside of you. And once you understand that internal peace helps you, and that internal peace that it comes in from the soul, from the 5D, goes through the 4D, goes through the duality, understand the proper actions, you keep your center within yourself, and then that center actually perform the actions inside of the 3D. And all of a sudden the people, it's like, how can you make it this? How can you balance all this? What is kind of like this magic and so on and so on. Now you know the magic. The magic is you. You to be able to control from within yourself the incoming energies towards you, that disturbing the peace inside of you. You actually learn it the way it is, because that way what happens is you put the peace from you into them. Now through that they are going to be kind of like looking at for you, not only to copy it, they're going to be looking at it because they're trying to achieve that. The soul from with them, it's also trying to achieve the internal peace. And you have to look inside of you to maintain the balance. That is a what the new moon, I mean the full moon situations brought it in today. It was a chaotic, it's a chaos, it is so on. And so what? Did you survive the full moon? Did you survive to go through all these situations inside? You did. You managed it. You did your best. You maintained the balance, even though it was a crazy time. Maybe you had to hold on a few things at the same time. You had to juggling situations inside of it. But right now, the balance actually is coming from within your soul. As before, you had to force yourself. Okay, I will do this for you. Just leave me alone. Then somebody else comes in. I have to deal with you. Just leave me alone. And I have to go deal with this, and so on and so on and so on. And at the end of the day, do you have the peace? No, you're not. Because everyone begin to dump the things inside of them to you. And you are the one who take care of it. Who's going to take care of you, though? And that's how you should look at it from within yourself, within inside. Through the gravity that you are going to be using in there, you actually learning right now how to navigate within the new you from within yourself. You balancing those energies, you are really getting into those energies right now, putting it into actions. Because just the learning the situations within this is not going to help. But now the balance, this balance is going to bring first from within you and within your soul partner, within your soul. That is what love is. That's what the love is, the balancing everything from within. Spiritual family is what how it is the new way of creating the right balance. We aren't in 3D family anymore. We live in a function in a 5D mentality, asking to help us how to get past the hurdles. Exactly. This is a what you performing the spiritualism, the spiritual evolutions that you have within you. That right now you're performing at that energies into the 3D. That is what the energies are asking us. That's what the purpose of these actions is about it. If you're paying attention, the energy is asking you to act. You may think, you may feel the energies, you may do all these mind games inside of you and so on and so on. But guess what? Until you don't do the actions, you haven't done anything. Because actions is actually conforming this. And if you're catching yourself in the last second, because before you do actions, there is a one internal process. It's like you do a review of all things. Did I doing the right thing? Did I doing the right situations? Did I engaging with the right people? Did I'm in the right place? Did I'm in the right situations? Why did the things does not work? And so on and so on and so on. You understand that some of the situations in life are beyond your control, and to test you, do you really gonna be doing all those situations? And now when you get to that positions from within you, before you act, you double verify from within you, you are in a piece of what you will do. You are in the right situations of what you need to getting in there. And from that standpoint, okay, now you are in a peace with your actions on earth, because you know they resonate with the peace that it's inside of your soul. And now the balance is there in the 3D. And that balance in the 3D doesn't confuse you for in the next task, next situations, the next day. You're not working anymore with an expectations mode. Now you're working with an actions mode. If something is not there, I'll create it. If it's something it's not meant to be, I will let it go. If it's something it's gonna work, that it's gonna work. Right now, you're operating from understanding actions because actions speak louder than the words. Maybe something, promises, situations, and so on. Now you're like, oh no, I want to see the actions. And actions is actually the ones that are right now, they're going to be talking in the highest level. This is why the new energies are acting, asking you to act on upon these energies. Talk is talk, walk is walk. That's what I want to say to you guys. And this is why it's so beautiful within the energy that today I had like personal experience, like maintain all these energies, maintain all these situations, maintain all these 5Ds. And guess what? Keep continue and stay away from aggravated energies, from aggravated situations, and so on and so on, and keep going forward. Okay, keep on going it inside. So this is what my message is. If you have any issues with maintaining balance in the 3D, that it's depending on you. I'm not talking about the balance that somebody's come to you and they put you into their situations and they're like destroy all this. I'm not talking about you. That we are talking about personally, internally, inside of you. Okay. And when you see the energies that you're going to work on it, what are you going to do? Somebody comes in and disturbs you, and it's like, hey, don't you see I have issues? I need to be myself. I'm busy right now. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Or somebody can just like, hey, they're messaging you forever. And it's like, you know what? I'm driving right now. Cannot message. Or somebody called you and you missed the phone call, and you see the phone call 1 hour later. You just reply. It's like, you know what? I'm sorry, but I was in this place where the phones was with the voice off, never turn it back on. I couldn't hear your call. And here how you balance the negative stuff within catching up, okay? But you not stressing yourself out because the soul says like keep your cool, keep your peace, keep that energy of the inner peace inside of you. Practice it, act upon it. See how beautiful it does, how beautiful it feels. And it's really beautiful feels because after the whole thing is ending, now there is a peace inside. You actually go out and you enjoy the day. You're not in a survival mode, you're in a thriving mode right now because tomorrow is just another day. But that is another day. It's going to be better than today. It could be a worst, but it's going to be today because of what? Because you become better. That's what this is. You can be prepared better for the next day, for the next generations. You can prepare better for getting better within the 3D, within this world. Managing the 3D, that is going to be a very powerful in the next few years. And we're talking about this is what these transitions periods right now, they are going in and out, in and out, and this duality energies, that's what they do. They're teaching us how to manifest energy that it's coming from the 5D into the 3D. Something doesn't work out, doesn't work out. It's not the right time. Something works out though. You actually get the green light for your actions to manifest. For some of the people, this is going to be hard to do because they have not done previously inner work job. Actually, today I was listening to Kaipacha Lesher video. He was explaining exactly what I was saying. I was just fall in love, with the video. I was just driving it and listening to him, and I was just like, man, that guy just nailed the things. I'm happy that I hearing someone who is in the same energy and was very beautiful. Actually, I posted the report into Facebook. If you guys want it, I can post the report in here. Um, but the things are things. We are moving forward. And he said something very important in there in that report. It's about the soul wants to go back into the source. This is why it's gonna bring you back into the source is your balance. It's your balance that was so much unbalanced from others, from religions, from situations, for distort energies that are coming from within you, distort energies that you live with, distort energies that was coming from all over, left, right, up, and down. That was in your life before you awaken. Now, since you are an awakening, you know how to operate and put that energies in order. And we're not talking about only your personal energies. You can actually help the others to see themselves, see these energies within them, and help them to understand how they can put these things in an order and how they can be traverse in life. No more survival in life, no more complaining, no more drama. Um, for me, that was the big thing to cut it off all the uh, psychology learnings. I could just kind of like stop them because there was so much stuff in there that was destroying the spirituality energy within me. It helped me to understand a lot of the things, don't get me wrong. But as a current moment, if I want to go forward, I have to drop things that are bringing drama. They are bringing lower vibes. They bring in lower situations. Because guess what? I want to go and move forward. I want to go travel in this life. Go do the things that I want to do with the new energies there. And that is in my main focus. And I'm working on that. But the balance is the key because the balance can tell you these things that you're doing, it's unbalanced right now. You cannot achieve balance in here. But how I need to do it? You have to look from within, and the soul is going to give you the options that you have to do it from within yourself. Because in the day, and when after you settle down and everything, and you understand it, the purposes of the whole this, guess what? You're going to find your peace. Maybe the things do not go right according to you. But if you understand the energies and they told you they're not going to go right with you, what are you going to do? You're like, oh, well, it is what it is. I learned my lessons in there. But I'm not allowing these energies, even doesn't anything happen, not to affect and disturb my peace. The, there's going to be some moment, time, in the present energies that actually these things is going to be used or not used, doesn't matter, but they're going to bring a balance. And this is what I wanted to talk to you today. Okay. Because I wanted to talk for something else, but I don't think so now. During this intense energy, this is going to be kind of like have the people look so much from within. But down the road, I'm going to be talking for what should have been talking about the twin flames energies inside. But right now, I think the balance is more important. Using that moon energies of balance of Libra to understanding how important it is to you first, and then how that impact everyone's around you. And talking about when the balance is within the mother, the balance goes into the child. When the balance is in the father, he's the authority figure. He brings the balance at home. Then the balance goes to the wife, and from the wife, it's passed into the children's. That's how it goes within. That's how this balance energies it's coming, they travel. But it has to begin from somewhere. It has to have a starting point. And the starting point is inside of your soul. That's what this is. It's starting right there. And that's what I had for you. If you guys have any questions or anything or comments, I'll love to have it for you guys. I know the energies are intense. Okay. I mean, they've been, come on, it's a full moon. What do you expect, right? But the overall energy of these lessons inside of it, it was like to use your intuitions and don't abuse your authority, was great. It was great lessons about today. It's about interesting situations, but maintaining the peace during those intensive time, that was something that I'm grateful for all that spiritual journey. It shows me something more. It shows me a power that I have not seen before. And that is coming also within the new energies. Because otherwise I was gonna be, how come Google, how come this, how come that, what the heck is going on, and so on, false communications and so on. I'm like, okay, whatever. The world's not ending. Fox River is gonna be here. The ocean is gonna stay there. Spain's gonna wait for me. I have to go to Bulgaria. There's nothing gonna go wrong about that. It's just the day. That's just the things. Just an energies, but how you maintain your attitude during this from within yourself. Are you gonna be going out aggravated and be like, man, or you're just gonna be like, it was just a beautiful day for lessons. So this is what I'm sharing with you guys. All right. If you guys have any questions or any ideas for a topic, let me know. For it and so on. And I hope you get these nuggets to understand inside your thought process, because thoughts become things. And that's what it does mean. The thoughts become things, but where the thoughts are coming from. And when you look at it inside of you, your soul uh, comes in and says things to you. But don't make yourself smaller. Don't make yourself like, oh, well, I was like, and so on. No, go big, not big, huge. We used to say, we used to be on this multi-level marketing when they say, you go build it big, and they're like, not big, huge. And that's what this is, to thrive, okay? To find these energies inside of you to thrive, because the soul is there, it's connecting within the universe, and it's pushing you to go on thriving mode. And some of you is going to feel pushed. I already know that. I was pushed. I was pushed to go forward. And it wasn't the first time I was pushed there. No, I was pushed many, many, many times, and I know how that feels. Okay? But if you feel pushed, catch that wave. Ride the wave in there. Ride that wave. Be the surfer. Enjoy it, that wave that comes in. And be your best. Do your best. And with that best, it comes in with when you maintain your balance from within you. Same thing, like you maintain the balance when you're surfing in the waves. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. That would be so true. Yes, it is. Thriving, not surviving. Exactly. Exactly. That's what goes on. Make apples to a nice pie, yes, or makes from the lemons, make a lemonade. It's all thing. At the end, you may have to put the lime in the coconut and you drink it all up. I know some of you laughing right now on that energy, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes. But this is very good when you look from within yourself with this. You practice that balance from the 5D into the 3D. Guys, you are going to be loving it. Let me tell you this. You're like, why I have not done this before? You're gonna see that all the pressure that comes in from 3D all of a sudden disappear. Bottoms up. Yes. All I need is a coconut rum and a lime. Oh, I would think at the bottom up. God bless all the blue swans when I get there in Florida. Yes, no patience for 22nd to meet you all guys there. Okay, we're gonna have some very good time in there, and I appreciate every one of you that's gonna be there. Okay, all right, guys. If there is nothing going on, let's share the love and the light, and I'm gonna be going on, and I'm gonna enjoy it. The meal that I cooked, and I try to cook it all day, and people disturb me with my peace and with my cooking, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go with it. Okay, it's not gonna happen now. I'll turn it off, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna finish cooking. So I'm back home. I'm trying again. I'm turning on. I'm all in my piece. And somebody's like, no, you gotta come here. So I turn it off the stove, grab my jacket, go do the things, come back home, turn the stove again. You cooked it up. So now it's cooked. Now I'm gonna go enjoy the food in there. So, all right, guys. We'll be the one way to another. We will be there one way or another. Okay. Glad to hear it, Sonia. And Diamond B, thanks for the love. Thanks for the good positive energies. Things was gonna shift right now after all this full moon situations in there. We're gonna have some things. Today I'm not gonna have an astrogravitational report because I already made it. So that was a kind of like I think like tonight is the night for Dio, maybe something going on. It's just like doing something because nothing happened for no reason. And yeah, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Exactly. And when that is enjoyment, do you guys know how beautiful is the enjoyment when you go to the garden? You cut that peppers in there. You grab that tomatoes. You get this cucumbers, and you go in your kitchen. You begin to cut them, and you know this is a all organic, 100%. There is no GMO situations. There is nothing in that things. And you make yourself a salad, and you sit down and you really enjoy your fruits of your labor. That guys is priceless. So that's what this is. All right, guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, let's share the love and the light, and right there. Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. Be love, guys.